Hey there, boys and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats. I'm back with another video, and I got a new 4K Blu-ray to review for today. I know I'm definitely late to the party on this one, but I was only able to get this in yesterday, so better late than never, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna get ready to review this nice 4K. At least I think it's nice. And if you give me just 1 second, I just wanted to show you one other thing I picked up. Wow, man, I'm really happy to have this. Now, I did have the Vestron collection version, but this is from Via Vision, and for those of you who follow my channel for a long time, you guys know I love Via Vision, and it's a company. It's one of my favorite boutique companies, and it's a company that I love to support. And I want to continue to support, and I found this, and I just couldn't help it. I had to jump on it, add it to my Via Vision collection. We have the Wraith, so really nice Blu-ray edition, really gorgeous, and like I said, I really do adore the work that Via Vision does, and I have two more of theirs coming in, probably early next week. So be sure there's going to be a video on that one. But anyway, so yeah, just really happy. So nothing against the Vestron video collection, but just like I said, just Via Vision has easily become one of my favorite boutique companies, and so any chance to support them, I want to take it. And so there's one thing though, is like, a little while ago I did that video where I got the 4Ks for Saw and Reservoir Dogs. It's like, man, I know that primarily they're mostly into Blu-rays and stuff, but I would really like to see, hopefully they branch out into 4Ks and stuff like that more. I would love to see them do like a nice collector's edition. I mean, especially since they got access to the Lionsgate, film library and stuff like that. I would love to see them do a beautiful like collector's edition with the lenticular cover and stuff. I would love to see them do something with the American Psycho 4K, among others. But anyway, so yeah, pick this up here. So yeah, the Wraith. All right, now for the real reason you're here. Got this in, like I said, I didn't get this in until yesterday, so I had to wait a little bit to get the video going. So from 1969, a Sergio Leone film. We have Once Upon a Time in the West. This is from the Paramount, was it Paramount Presents? Yeah, Paramount Presents line. And honestly, this is the only one of theirs they have that I got. So there you go. Got the nice kind of cool artwork there. Got a pretty good cast in this here too. Got Henry Fonda, Jason Robards, Charles Bronson, Claudia Cardinal. So here we go. And yeah, this thing is really nice. I don't mind it that much. I know some people did have issues with it, and I'll get to that in just a minute. But yeah, okay, first of all, you get a 4K, you get a Blu-ray, and you get digital code. So for the digital code enthusiasts, should someone give you a digital code from this edition, you should get the 4K version. That's what I got when I redeemed my code. I know some people is like, why do you keep saying that? It's like, well, because in the past I have gotten digital codes on some of these 4Ks and stuff that I redeemed, and I only get the high definition version. I don't get the 4K version, so that's why I feel like I should go ahead and just mention that. So this is a 2-disc set. 4K only has the film. You have different audio options, but unfortunately no commentaries. That's all on the Blu-ray. Blu-ray, you got a brand new commentary by the host of the Spaghetti Western podcast. And Rob, if you're watching this, have you ever heard of that? I know you love Italian cinema and everything else. Like, maybe that might be something. If you never heard of it, maybe that might be something you want to check out. The Spaghetti Western podcast. So then you have the original commentary from contributors, directors John Carpenter, John Milius, Alex Cox, film historian Sir Christopher Frayling, and Dr. Sheldon Hall, cast and crew. New, a look back with Leonard Maltin, an opera of violence, wages of sin, something to do with death, railroad revolutionizing the West, locations then and now, production gallery and theatrical trailer. So yeah, so you get a nice amount of bonus features on here. I just do think it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, Paramount has put bonus features on the 4Ks before. I don't know why they chose to neglect to do it with this one, but whatever. So anyway, so there's the back of it there. Classic Western. And You know, got the clear case. You open it up, and you got your two discs. There's your Blu-ray. There's your 4K, and you got some inside artwork here. I have to say, Claudia Cardinal does look really good in 4K. I think you guys kind of knew something like that was coming, but yeah. So check this thing out, and there you go. And I'm not upset that I got it. And I gotta be honest. That Paramount Presents line. Usually these things tend to be pretty pricey. So at $30.99, I felt like that still was a pretty good deal considering these things usually go in the realms of like 35, almost $40. So I think for $30.99, I think that was a good deal. And I think I definitely got my money's worth out of it. And now, in terms of I'll go with the sound quality first. Okay, with sound, you do get, you have Dolby Audio, you have Master Audio 5.1. Now, I prefer, this is just my own personal preference, I prefer the mono Dolby Digital. That's just my personal preference. I mean, yeah, that's just my preferred sound mix to watch on here. But hey, you still got the 5.1 Master Audio, so you got that to listen to. Now, in terms of the picture quality, honestly, I don't mind it. But I know I've heard some people saying they were not impressed with this, and I can kind of get why, because this here now, in my opinion, Westerns are the kind of one genre that to me seems like they should always look better in 4K than they actually do. And a lot of times I've seen, like Westerns, I've been kind of let down by them. I remember I think it was last year when Young Guns came out on 4K, and I remember, man, I was going in expecting Young Guns to look really good in 4K, and then when I watched it, this, I was not really particularly blown away with the 4K transfer on that one, and the picture quality just seemed really dark. And here's the thing, and like you look at the desert landscapes. Now here's the thing: I've lived in the desert all my life, and honestly, deserts do not look that. The desert landscape does not look that dark. When I watch, for my personal opinion, whenever I watch a Western in 4K, you see a desert landscape, or just about any movie, it seems like whenever you see a desert landscape, it's always like really dark, and the sand and everything always looks like it looks more like the desert after a rainstorm where the rain has turned the sand into mud. That's just my personal opinion. And just, I don't know, just to me, Westerns are like the one genre of film. It seems like they should look better than they actually do. And like I said, when I got when I got Young Guns, I don't know, maybe just my expectations were too high or something like that, but I just remember watching it, I just was not thrilled with it, and this here is like, I kind of like this a little bit more, but I definitely get the feeling, this is a movie from 1969. This probably should have been, the picture quality should have been darker, it should have been grainier. You got Dolby Vision on here, so, so you do have HDR, but this movie does kind of look like, from 1969. So, okay, so this is an older movie shot on film. So it should look really, really like grainy. There should be like a lot of grain in the picture quality and everything else. And to be honest with you, this version looks really polished. It looks pretty cleaned up. And I think that's where, I've heard people say they weren't really thrilled with, the transfer on this. And I think that's probably where it comes from. I think people were expecting it. Now, if you go and watch, if you go watch like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I don't have that 4K, but I have seen the picture on it and stuff. Now, I mean, you can see on there the picture, because it's an older film, it's, the picture quality is really grainy and all this kind of stuff. And this here, it does look like, the movie does look like it's been cleaned up. The picture, it looks pretty polished. I'm not, I don't know, unless the film has just been really, really, really well preserved. But there's hardly any grain in the picture quality. It's, it's very slick looking. It does look polished and cleaned up. So there is a chance that probably Paramount, did some DNR on this and some digital cleaning up and everything else. But honestly, it to me it's not unwatchable. You know, so I mean, I could watch it and I could be perfectly happy with it, and um, so yeah, overall, I'm not upset to have this. So, but I guess I could maybe understand why some people would. But I could kind of get that though. I think a lot of people would expect this to look like an old film, to have that grain in the picture and all that kind of stuff. But I'm really not that upset about it. I mean, it's like I watch it and it's fine for me. I mean, I can't like when I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, I can kind of picture this probably should look this way. Like it should look more grainy than it does. It should look more, grittier and stuff like that. And it does look a bit cleaned up. It does look a bit polished, but honestly, I'm fine with it. It's an okay western. It's not my favorite western of all time, but I do like it. I do enjoy it. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm really not sorry that I spent the money on it. I can live with it. So, I mean, to each their own. But just kind of understand that going in. If you're gonna pick this up, just remember it's like, you're sitting here thinking, oh, because it's an older film, it's gonna look so grainy, it's gonna look so gritty, and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, don't expect that. Go in there thinking this thing is gonna look pretty cleaned up. It's gonna look pretty polished, and so. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm fine with it. It's like, and I like that. We got a couple of new bonus features on here. So anyway, so yeah, so that's it. Pretty quick and sweet, but yeah, I'm not upset that I got this. So anyway, so that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And that's it. So take care, boils and ghouls. I'll see you all later. Bye.